practicing last a couple of minutes to find out about you. So talk to us about who you are.
Who I am? Yes, sir. Well, I'm actually a really quiet person. So I'll start with when I began Taekwondo, which is a good place to start. I was 10, and I started because I wanted to be one of these 3 ninja kids I saw in a movie, and I think it was called The 3 Ninjas, if I'm remembering it correctly. But I wanted to be a ninja. I really wanted to do it. And there was these 3 boys, and my favorite color is green. I wanted to be that green ninja so bad. So I begged my parents for karate or taekwondo, and they're like, no, you just want to fight people. We're not doing it. So walked in to an open house that Grandmaster Singh had, and it was after a soccer game, I think. It was just me and my dad, and that was it. Loved it. My dad loved it. He loved Grandmaster Singh, and it was like my dad.
How old you was?
I was 10. I was 10 years old, and very shy. So when my dad knew I wanted to do something, it was big. So my dad doesn't make snap decisions either. I gotta think about it. We gotta think about it. He signed me up that day. So that was huge, but it spoke a lot for Grandmaster Singh because they talked, and that was it. He was sold, and I started started practicing and made really good friends. My brother did it with me, my younger brother. And I remember my first stand test, I had to read my essay in front of people. And I was scared to death. I was okay with performing everything. Even a pop quiz, I would have been fine. Don't make me say things in front of people. I hated it. But I read my essay and realized that it's not that bad. I can talk in front of people. I like to, if I feel nervous, I make people laugh at me. I'd rather have them laugh at me on purpose than unintentionally. So I got over that, and I realized, you know what? I think I would like to try teaching. I would like to do that. And Grandmaster Singh let me teach a couple things. Let me try it out with instruction and guidance and saying, no, don't do it that way. You need to do it this way. Let them know what you're doing and all the basics of teaching. And I loved it. It is so much fun, and it's what I found out that I'm good at. So, or I think I'm good at it. Thank you. I don't want to walk around like I'm good and everybody's like, oh, she's awful. But I like to have fun, and I like to be serious. I'm a very serious person, but as you can tell, I like fun, but then you got to snap back to what you're doing. So what I learned in Taekwondo is it's okay to be yourself, which is serious, quiet me, but you need to step out of that comfort zone, and you need to find your new comfort zone. So it's always stepping forward and growing and learning, and then trying, for me, my thing, what I want to do is pass it on to other people. And whether they want to be an instructor or not, that's okay, because not everybody is an instructor at heart. But I want them to walk away with something where they say, I'm confident in who I am and what I can do, and I know that I'm okay being me. So whether you're a champion, you're Olympic champion, or you're just a student who comes every day or every other day and practices and does their best, that's all I ask for. It's great if you're an Olympian, but if you're also struggling with things, but you give it your all every single time, I can't ask for any more than that. That is exactly what is wanted. You don't have to have the perfect sidekick as long as you are trying to have that perfect sidekick. I see you practicing, I see you asking questions. That's what I want. So for me, in Taekwondo, it's about the constant journey and the constant growing of not just me, but helping other people. Because I think everyone should help someone else. We're not here just for me. And doing that in Taekwondo is teaching for me. And even if it's just, I have a question, what's black belt, first stand black belt self-defense #1? Oh, here, let me show you. So even if it's something as small as one step in something, I want to help that person, and I want them to become confident and sure in themselves. And I want to push them and make them have the drive within themselves to want more.
Looking at your self-defense,
Yes, sir.
Uh, were you involving with the law enforcement profession before, or
Yes, sir.
were you?
Yes,
Talk
sir.
to me about your
I-
profession before.
I was not a law enforcement officer. It started out as internships, and then I worked alongside the officers. But I did some training with the FBI on their tactics and skills, and which is what this was. And I kind of implemented a little bit of taking what they call their self-defense. I forget their technical name for it, but I put in the Taekwondo of it because they didn't necessarily have the technique and skill. They just forced someone to the ground. It's like, well, no, there's a technique to behind this. So let's put the technique of bending the wrist and 45-degree angle. So I blend it together to make it more understandable for a Taekwondo student who knows how to do the locks, but might not know how to put all the pieces together. But yes, that is all.
What is your goal in Taekwondo? I mean, now BBW, G, Taekwondo. What's your goal?
I want to be a school owner.
Okay. I do think you have a very good teacher's quality. I know you were shy and had a difficult time to do public speaking, but now you are doing it, and you are making it you are a very effective communicator.
Thank you.
And I see you have a lot, to offer. So continue to improve and cultivate your teaching skills.
So,
Doing very good and impressive.
thank you, sir.
Give a hand.
I never seen Caroline talk that long. This is the first time I've seen she talk, because she's very quiet girl. Never talked that long. Almost 16 years, 17 years. Never seen that. But I'm really very proud of this girl. She's homeschooler, very quiet, always think about me. I never say Master Dillon or Master Dillon, never say that. I felt her as my daughter. I don't have any girl in my house, but I live not too far from her house. And I moved in that neighborhood because of their parents. And they know it. And the mom said, I really disappointed you. I said, I know that. But just like a fun. But they are very good parents. So what Caroline today, I see the parenting. And she gives me credit. I take it because it's all proud. But let you know, Caroline is a very strong girl since the beginning. And I told you one of my students in India, I keep telling you, right?
Yes, sir.
And that girl actually very good fighter, physical fighter. And still within my contact. And she is almost 30 years now, before I taught her. So every time I look at you and I look at her, they both remind each other for some reason. So keep in mind what Taekwondo produce. She's one of the best role models. And I'm so proud of her. Thank you.
Good job.